Hello, welcome on this Sunday, this summer solstice, first official day of summer. Welcome to our service this afternoon. And not also to be remembered Father's Day. Welcome to all those who are watching online as well. Let us stand and sing our opening song, which is Opening, on the inside of your songbook. Please stand.
We are opening to presence. We are opening to power. We are opening to light and love in this holy hour. We are opening to gratitude. We are opening to grace. We are opening to faith and flow in this sacred space. Our open hearts and minds now to this time of truth we bring in fellowship and freedom in this our opening, in this our opening. This is our opening.
Beautiful. Please be seated. Really beautiful. Let's begin to relax as we bring our full selves into the room, body, mind, and spirit. And let's take our 3 deep fellowship breaths with an audible ah, and let all the stress and tension just flow out on that out breath. Breathing in. Breathe in. Breathe in. We bring our full attention to the one divine presence. Remembering our unity with the all that is. On this day, designated to honor our fathers, we extend our deep gratitude to those who gave us life, our opportunity to explore the human experience. And we extend deep gratitude to all those who are loving mentors, providers, caregivers, and so much more. May all fathers and caregivers be blessed with the awareness of this divine and sacred role. Patience, wisdom, strength, and compassion as we care for the children of this planet and each other. We bless and extend gratitude to those who parent and parent alone. We bless and extend our love to all who long to be fathers and parents, and to those who find this day difficult. Most importantly, we open our hearts to the many ways these relationships serve us, wonderful or challenging, accepting the opportunity to grow and expand our consciousness. We look for and find the gifts. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much. And now we have a wonderful song from our Linda Avar. Is this the one that Corey's helping with? No. Linda Avar. Please give her a warm welcome.
This is a Joni Mitchell song that I sing pretty much once a year in the summer. It's called Woodstock. And she wrote it even though she didn't go to Woodstock, but all of her friends did, and so I guess she got a vibe from it. There's a line in it, we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. And I was thinking, so that's a metaphor that can be, explored, getting back to nature. If you want to get biblical, it's like, and what was that? That was a time when human, plant, animals lived in harmony and balance. I'll say no more. Came upon a child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, where are you going? And this he told me. I'm going on down to Yasgur's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band. I'm gonna camp out on the land. I'm gonna try and get my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the smog, and I feel to be a cog in something turning. Or maybe it is just the time of year, or maybe it's the time of man. I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we 500,000 strong, and everywhere there was song and celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, and they were turning in to butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, billion-year-old carbon. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain. We've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
Such a beautiful song. Thank you, Linda. We're going to sing a fellowship song together now. If you'll get out your songbooks and turn to page 11. Forgiveness offers everything. If you would please stand and we'll sing together.
Forgiveness offers everything I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. My mind holds only what I think with God. I thank my Father for His gifts to me. Let me remember I am one with God. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. My mind holds only what I think with God. In quiet I receive God's word today. All that I give is given to myself. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness offers everything. Forgiveness is the key to happiness.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Please remain standing and take this time to give each other hugs and handshakes and love for this afternoon.
What's those girls doing? It's not poison ivy, is it? My sugar. I have one of those.
Eight ministers here.
Oh, wow.
Out of 20.
That's. So watch.
Let's take another opportunity to send love, because we have Deb Plickta watching this afternoon from Lilydale, New York. So let's everybody say hi, Deb.
Lucille and Mary.
Deb, Lucille, and Mary. They might all be watching, but I know Deb is. So we miss you, Deb.
They went to New York?
Yeah. So now I am very happy to introduce our speaker this afternoon, our wonderful, wonderful Reverend Julie Ross, who is normally doing music, but I know that several people asked her last time she was here, when are you going to speak again? So here she is for all of you. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Thanks, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, those present and those who may be watching or watching this in the future. This is a difficult Father's Day for me because it's the first one I'm without my dad. He crossed over at the end of January. My dad was 92, and fortunately I was blessed with weekly visits with him, helping be one of his caregivers. And we worked through a lot of stuff in those last couple of years, so I'm very grateful for that, although it was difficult to watch him gradually decline. He was ready. He was ready to go, and of course there's some grieving that goes with that, but I just want to say thanks, Dad. But one of the last things, I'll just share one more thing about my dad. One of the last things I said to him was, and those of you who know me will get this, I said, Dad, I really gave you a run for your money. And you handled it well. And he said, well, thank you. And I said, thank you. I wouldn't be the woman standing before you now without my father. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to talk about Dad anymore because I've got something is equally important to discuss or talk to you about today. And that has to do with forgiveness. Forgiveness is not only a path to peace. First, we have to walk a path of acceptance, a path of understanding, and a path of letting go before we reach the stage of forgiveness. Situations that are hard to forgive include things like abuse, betrayal, loss, injustice, and even trauma. Forms of forgiveness that we should be practicing include self-forgiveness, interpersonal forgiveness having to do with our relationship with others, empathetic forgiveness that relates to circumstances, transcendent forgiveness, which is an attachment to an event or person that we are working on letting go, conditional forgiveness, where there's boundaries that need to be set in place and accountability that needs to be had. I'm going to share some truths with you next, 10 key truths that can help soften the heart and open the door. I have a YouTube channel called Open the Door to Healing. So you'll hear a lot of references to keys and doors opening when I give my talks. But these truths will soften your heart and open your door to forgiveness, not by forcing it, but by creating understanding and perspective. So I'll share those with you right now. The first key is that everyone is fighting a battle that we cannot see. People carry wounds, fears, insecurities, and histories that are often invisible to the rest of us. Understanding this doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it can help us move from judgment to compassion. Number 2, hurt people often hurt people. I'm sure you've heard this saying, and I had a few people say, I never really understood that. Well, here's a little explanation if you're wondering what that means. We all carry wounds, and fears, and insecurities, and histories that are often invisible. And these histories and wounds cause us to carry the pain, and then we act from that unhealed pain and lash out toward others. Recognizing this truth helps us see that another person's actions often say more about their wounds than it does about their worth. Number 3, we have all needed forgiveness. At some point, every one of us has made mistakes, acted from fear, or caused pain intentionally or unintentionally. And remembering our own humanity can help us extend grace to others by seeing the humanity in them as well. Number 4, holding on to hurts the holder. It's like drinking poison. There's an episode I did on my channel about holding ill will toward another for something that they may have done against you. Is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to get sick. Resentment and grudges only harms ourselves. So holding on to that hurt is only hurting us. Resentment often continues the wound, the person carrying it. It continues on in the person who's carrying it long after the original event has passed. Forgiveness is not always about freeing the other person. It's actually about freeing ourselves. Number 5, the past cannot be changed. There's no amount of anger, replaying scenarios, or wishing for something to change that can alter what has already happened. And peace begins when we stop arguing with that reality and surrender and accept it. Number 6, forgiveness does not require reconciliation. Some people misunderstand forgiveness as returning to a harmful situation. But the universal truth I'd like to point out right now is that we can forgive someone and still maintain healthy boundaries. Number 7, people are more than their worst moment. Most of us would not want to be permanently defined by the worst thing that we have ever done. I know I sure wouldn't. You don't want to know. Forgiveness allows us to recognize the complexity and humanity in ourselves and in others. Number 8, healing is a journey, not an event. Forgiveness is often a process that unfolds over time. Sometimes forgiveness arrives in layers rather than all at once. moments. And sometimes it has this spiral action going to it, where we return to that event that we thought that we had forgiven. We return to harsh feelings toward the person who incurred that event, which is our soul, our higher self signaling to us that there's more work that needs to be done, but within ourselves. Number 9, suffering can become wisdom. While we would never choose many of our painful experiences, they often teach us compassion, resilience, empathy, strength. Many people discover that their deepest wounds eventually become sources of wisdom. And number 10, love is stronger than resentment. Every spiritual tradition points toward some version of this truth. Love expands us. Resentment contracts us. Forgiveness is ultimately an act of choosing love over continued suffering. Now here's what happens when you get to the letting go part. Many people think forgiveness is the finish line, but in reality, forgiveness is often the doorway. We forgive and then we discover something surprising. We're still carrying the story. We've forgiven the person, but we're still carrying the identity of being the victim, the fear of being hurt again, the need to understand why it happened, and the habit of revisiting the wound. Forgiveness unlocks that prison door, and letting go is walking out of the cell. Here's some points of consideration for you. The first point is, why do we hold on? Well, sometimes we hold on because the pain has become part of our identity. Without realizing, we begin to define ourselves by what happened to us, who hurt us, what we lost, what was taken from us. The wound becomes part of our story. But there comes a moment when healing asks, who are you beyond that wound? Letting go doesn't erase the past. It simply means the past no longer gets to define the present. That's powerful. Number 2, another point of consideration would be that letting go is not losing. So many people fear that if they let go, they're saying the experience didn't matter. But letting go doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that it wasn't unfair or that it wasn't significant. It means you're saying to yourself, I no longer need to carry it every day. I no longer need to relive it, to honor it. I no longer need this pain to remember the lesson. The lesson remains, and the wisdom remains. And the burden can go once you've learned the lesson and gained the wisdom. Number 3, the spiritual practice of release and letting go can include these type of methods: meditation, self-reflection, visualization, cord cutting, writing a letter, or a one-on-one conversation if that's what's needed. I love nature. And nature teaches us all the time about letting go. Trees release their leaves, the tide releases the shore, the sun releases each day. Nothing in nature clings forever. Yet humans often try to hold on to what has already passed. Spiritually, letting go is trusting that we do not have to carry everything forever. Sometimes growth requires an open mind. All the time, growth requires an open mind. Number 4, what we gain when we let go. Here's the benefits: emotional and mental well-being, improvement in our relationship with self and others, and most importantly, in my mind, it opens space and clears space for what is needed, your personal and spiritual growth, which cannot take place if your mind and heart is cluttered up with things that happened in the past. Once we release what no longer serves us, and when we create the space, we have opened ourselves to peace, because the mind no longer circles the same story. We open space for joy. We come available to the present moment and to the now, and not stuck in the past on that hamster wheel. We open space for energy, because less energy is spent carrying the emotional weight, and now we've got more energy too to work toward our own growth and personal improvement. We open the door for more freedom, because we're no longer emotionally controlled by that person or situation. And we open the door and make space for possibility. The possibility of new relationships, the possibility of new opportunities and experiences that can now enter because we have opened the door. Nature abhors a vacuum. And when we release what is complete, we make room for what is next. The last point on this part of my talk that I'd like to share is when it's time to just finally let go. Let go of the story. This is the final stage of healing, and it may need to be repeated more than once. But it's releasing the need to tell the story in the same way to yourself and to others. Hopefully you're not out there repeating something that's hurt you and sharing it with others out in public. That's not appropriate, in my opinion. So this final stage of healing and releasing this need to tell the story, whether it's to yourself and to others, can work like this. Instead of saying, this terrible thing happened to me, the story becomes, this happened, and I survived. Then eventually, it morphs into, this happened, and it helped shape who I am. The event remains part of the story, but it no longer controls our future. So before I do a meditation with you on forgiveness, I'd like you to consider these questions for just a moment or two. Please consider and ask yourself, what am I still carrying that I no longer need? What story am I ready to release? What identity am I outgrowing? And the last question I have for you to consider is, what could become possible if I trusted life enough to let go of the pain and simply forgive? I invite you now to get comfortable as best you can. Lean back. Close your eyes. We're going to do a quick scan of tension first before we begin this full meditation. Take a deep breath in through your nose, expanding the lungs, feeling the rib cage expand. And on your exhale, blow out the mouth and fully release all air that you're holding in your lungs. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing. And now another deep breath in through the nose. And another slow, long, controlled exhale out the mouth. In your mind's eye, seeing your lungs constricting as you release all that spent air. And once more, deep breath in through the nose. And just relax into this exhale. Sending a message to the body and mind now that we're taking a few moments for self-care. In your mind's eye, above your head, see a horizontal scan line. We're going to slowly move that scan line downward as you assess yourself for any tension or stress that you may be holding. So start to move the scan line down and release any tension you may be feeling across the forehead, the eyebrows, the temples. Consciously relax and let go. Take another deep breath in as that scan bar moves a little farther down now past the jaw. Relax the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Roll your head from side to side or roll your shoulders around a little bit to just release any excess energy that you might be holding. Continuing the scan now past the neck into the upper back and chest. Past the shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers, continuing to watch it move slowly past the abdomen and lower back. Release and let go. Another deep breath in. And another long exhale. Continuing the scan past the pelvis and hips. Flowing now past the legs, the knees, calves, ankles, and toes. In your mind's eye, see yourself surrounded now in a cocoon of pure white light. The light of unconditional love and unity and oneness. You are safe. You are enough. You are worthy. And you are loved. Imagine yourself standing in a beautiful garden. The sun is warm, the air is gentle, and you feel completely supported. This is a place of healing, a place of truth, a place where you can safely let go. As you walk through the garden, notice that you are carrying a heavy backpack. This backpack represents the hurts, the resentments, the disappointments, and the pain that you've been carrying. Deep breath in. Let go. Notice the weight that you're feeling on your back from this backpack of pain. And now gently remove the backpack and place it on the ground. And take another deep breath in. That's right. Recognize that carrying pain may have once helped protect you, but you no longer need to carry it everywhere you go. Silently repeat after me. I acknowledge my pain. I honor what I have experienced. I am ready to release what no longer serves me. Now bring to mind a person, a situation, or even yourself, someone connected to a hurt that still lingers. You're not being asked to excuse what happened. You are not being asked to forget. You are simply being invited to free yourself from the burden of carrying it. Imagine this person standing at a distance. A cord of energy connects you. Notice the emotions attached to this cord. Emotions of anger, sadness, betrayal, disappointment, regret. Take another deep breath in, everyone. Surrender and let go into that exhale. Now imagine a beautiful golden light surrounding you, the one I described after our breath work. This light is wisdom, compassion, and divine love. As the light grows stronger, silently repeat, I release the need to carry this pain. I release the hold this experience has on my heart. I choose freedom. And now see the cord gently dissolve into the golden light. And as it dissolves, feel yourself becoming lighter. Feel the freedom that comes from letting go. Now place your hand over your heart space. And bring your attention to yourself. Perhaps there are things you need to forgive yourself for. Mistakes, choices, words left unsaid, times you didn't know what you know now. And repeat softly. I was doing the best I could with the awareness that I had. I am learning. I am growing. I forgive myself. I deserve peace. Deep breath in again, and on your exhale, just let all those words settle into your being. Your higher self already knows these truths. We just need to be reminded. Now in your mind's eye, imagine your heart becoming brighter and brighter as it's filled with the radiant love of compassion. Notice how the forgiveness created space. Space for healing, space for joy, space for love, and space for freedom. Take a final deep breath in through the nose. And on your own, as you're able, just the longest exhale that you feel is needed in this moment. Silently repeat, forgiveness is a gift I give myself. I release the past. I choose peace. And I am free. Carry this freedom with you as you move about the rest of your day. And remember these moments in the days to come. Now take your time, and as you're able, come back to the present moment. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you. This is the time in our service when I invite everyone to hold in their heart all of the gifts and blessings in their lives. The blessings that feed us and nourish us, human form and spiritually. As we come together each Sunday to gather in spiritual community, we thank each other for our ability to do this, for this loving community. Your donations help us do that. So thank you so much. As John comes around to collect your donation or your prayer card, let's sing together with Corey. And if you should have your new inside your songbook. If you don't, just raise your hand and Julie will hand you one.
I give and I receive, as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give, as Spirit breathes and lives. I give and I receive, as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give, as Spirit breathes and lives. I give, as Spirit breathes and lives. I give and I receive, as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give, as Spirit breathes and lives.
So please bring out your bulletins if you would, and read with me the blessing of our tithes and offerings. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Thank you so much. And let's take another moment to go within, if you would. Close your eyes if that's comfortable, and go back into that heart space as we remember all those mentioned in the basket today. All those beautiful beings, situations, and conditions that might be weighing heavy on our hearts. Thinking about the needs of these beautiful individuals, we open our hearts to them and extend our love. We hold them in a circle of love and see for them until they are ready to see themselves that all is well, that health and safety and wellness are theirs, that these situations and conditions are resolved in the best interest of all. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you so much. Another song from Linda, and I believe Corey is helping out on this one. So please, again, give them a warm welcome.
All right, this is a oldie but a goodie. I realized that I think we've been singing this song in our services for nearly 20 years. Because I know I recorded it in 2007, released it in 2008, but I was singing it for years before then. It's my We Are Peace song. And Corey, on the chorus, you're going to sing, we are peace, we are love, we are one. Oh, you know this song, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Barb? Someone?
Yes.
Okay. So follow Corey when the time comes.
She always be.
Yeah. Get used to that. Illuminate the world, enlighten soul by soul. We can stop the fighting, one by one. We cannot stand to fight for, we must be the peace we seek, shedding our illusions of what we are to be. We are peace, we are love, we are one. Oh, what glorious effort will it take to shift the tide? Dedication to discerning truth from lies, light to light to light. The truth has set us free. My heart to your heart, yes, it's up to you and me. singing. There's no separation, God, land, and sea. We are all related, and soon we will believe. We are peace, we are love, we are one. Oh, jam it out. We are peace, we are love, we are one. Oh, keep going. We are peace, it's what we are love, it's what we are one. Oh, we are peace, it's what we are love, it's what we are one. Oh, two more people. We are peace, we are love, we are one. Oh, we are peace, we are love, we are one. Thank you for singing with me.
Thank you, everybody, for being here with us today. I'd love to have you join in person. It's just that energy that we create together that's so, so wonderful and loving. Thank you, Corey, for the music, and Linda, always thank you so much. And thank you, Julie, for reminding us that we can always lay down that backpack.
So good.
So good, yeah. Thank you so much. Let's see, I have a few announcements, as always. Healing Movements, Mondays at 4 p.m. with our Julie Dillon. A Course in Miracles, Wednesdays at 6:30. Is there a new date for July? Not yet.
Looks like July 11th.
July 11th, which is a Saturday at 2 p.m. Both of those meet here in the library. Death Cafe is coming up Saturday, July 18th at 2 p.m. Waldemar Walk, no. Thumbs Down on July 5th, that's the 4th of July weekend, will resume in August. And a reminder that next Sunday is potluck. That's always a wonderful Sunday to get together. And thanks to Craig, he brought in Jerusalem artichokes and perennial sunflower bulbs. They're out on the table out here if anyone's interested. Yeah, thank you, Craig. So let us get into our peace circle and sing our peace song and our closing blessing.
Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God is within us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth.